Humayun doesn't like to talk very much. Instead, he prefers to communicate through his art. Diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic as a young man, he's lived at this Lahore mental hospital for more than 25 years and spends his time creating visual masterpieces. Art so acclaimed, a recent exhibition of his work wowed the critics and local media.
Humayun is undoubtedly talented and has been celebrated for his skill as an artist. But for many in Pakistan, having a mental illness is still a source of great shame.
Which is why, despite his success, none of his family ever comes to visit him here. Humayun isn't the only one. There are hundreds of inpatients that live at the Fountain House institution, and many of their families are also ashamed that a loved one is receiving psychological treatment here.
Mental health is a taboo in Pakistan. Many will never mention it, will not want their name taken at any cost. So it is a taboo.
At the hospital, I met 20-year-old Amna, whose mother is a patient. She too doesn't want anyone to know. Still, she thinks people's attitudes towards mental illness needs to change.
We don't discuss her condition with anyone. In the past, relatives and people in our community have come to our house, not because they're worried about my mother, but to make fun of her for being in an institution. They also spread rumors that she's being beaten here and receiving electric shock treatment. People need to be better educated. They just don't understand the issues.
Although there's no reliable data on how many people suffer from mental illness in Pakistan, health professionals believe it's a much bigger problem here than in other countries. They say issues like terrorism, widespread poverty, and political certainty are in part to blame. And while it will be some time before those challenges go away, it'll likely take much longer for people's attitudes towards mental illness to change. Imtiaz, Tyab, Al Jazeera, Lahore.